So this right here is a UV laser. It's 4 or 5 nanometers. It'll focus. With a roughly 200 milliwatt output. So this is normal purple color, as you can see. Can't have my hand there for long, it will burn me. But that's a normal purple color. Now this right here is a special lens. In fact, if I take it out, you can see that it opens up. But if I put this over the camera, don't see much of a difference, do you? My watch. See a difference in color? Here's it without. That purplish color. And with it on. So this actually is a UV filter. It only lets blue light pass. And if I put it in front, you can see laser light is reflected that way. And whatever comes out is actually more or less, I guess it's the UV part of this, because this blocks the purple light, but lets some of the UV pass. So this lens right here reflects, it's a 4-way lens, and it's come out of a projector, and it reflects the laser. And I notice all those beam paths in it, except for that one right there that interests me is red. So if I put this in the front of it, right there, like that, you can actually see there's a dot still in there. And that actually is a very faint beam coming out right here. And a very faint beam coming out right here. But right here was coming out. I'll put this back up. This little lens reflects all the blue light backwards, but lets red light through. If you go down here, look at that. I don't know what wavelength that is. Looks to be orange. So I'm thinking, what's that cat doing? I'm thinking it's probably around 620 to 630 nanometers. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe 615. But it's very faint. Not a lot of laser light, but it is coherent. I can tell that because of the fact that the way it looks from that spot to that spot, and it is focusable. Although focusing it doesn't do very much, but because it's so dim, but probably only 1 milliwatt, maybe 2, if that. But it's pretty interesting. And so I wonder how much more light I could get if I pumped it with a more powerful UV laser. This right here is just fluorescence from the paper. It actually isn't laser light, or the laser's color. It just, you can see the difference. Ooh, that's good. You can see the difference. So I'm not sure what's going on here. If this is actually emitting the red light, because I can see red light. I can see red light when I do that in the camera, but my eyes see it as purple. Through this lens, the actual laser dot, which are reflect that way. Actual laser dot, look, it's fluorescent that. But the actual laser dot itself, if I reflect it to reflect that way, which you can see is that bluish color. But if we look at the dot, do that, look at the dot through the camera, see, it's like a gray blue on camera. And even through my eyes, I can see it's like a gray blue. So, but even with this pump on, with this lens in place, I'm still getting the red light right there. And you can put a UV blocker on that to see. Still producing the red light. I wonder, it does seem like it produces a tiny bit more with that lens off. Well, maybe not. No change at all that I notice. But So I guess I could probably just use a UV block. So that's pretty interesting though. But I wonder, is there any other lines that output light? So that one outputs 405. Actually, that's a lot. What are you doing, cat? You don't need to be in here. I know you want to chase the lasers, but not now. This right here looks more of a bluish color. You can see it's more of a bluish color, yeah. That isn't anywhere as near that color. So it seems it has a blue line to the outputs. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, this one right here. Let's see, outputs that red color right there. Now with that lens, you can see kind of a yellowish, but through the lens it's red. So if I remove this lens, it spreads out. So it seems like putting a lens on it also helps it stay together. It's a tighter beam. I can move it down the beam too, make it a little bit tighter. Put it like right there. But if I put it too far down, it lets the light come out on the top left there. But if I put it down far enough, it'll completely block it out. So that's weird. But let's see if I can. I'm thinking about maybe putting it up higher. Maybe that'll work. Put it up higher. But either way, it's interesting. I do wonder if the laser itself is outputting that wavelength or if it's fluorescence from this. And we can test that by removing this cube entirely. Just putting this up against this lens right here, pointing this somewhere, and then putting it through. As you can see, there's a little bit of red light there. It seems like it's oversaturated from that. So let's spread that out. Let's see if I can. I don't know why my dog's gonna bark so much. Let's see something. If I spread that out, yeah, it's letting too much blue light through still. So it's also like a magenta color. This is interesting. Cat wants ketchup. Yeah. So yeah, you can just see that. It's pretty interesting though. I guess if I were to reflect it and try to refract it. Oh yeah, look at that. That's weird. Oh yeah, that's my red light, or blue light pass. I think blue light can pass through this filter. I have another color filter somewhere, only the red light can pass. I have to find it. A better way to find it than just using this as a light. There's that lens. That splits the beam into two. It's half reflective. So I'm gonna put that oversaturated if I do that. Actually, that's a lot redder. So it ain't coloring the beam, because I don't think lasers can really be colored like that. Oh, that one's a full reflect. So I'm wondering. Oh, here it is. What is going on here? So that it's a two-way for. Yeah. So, and that one blocks it. So it's pretty interesting, really. You can see the little thing right there. I guess the best way really is by putting this here and then arranging it, maybe, if I can arrange it where the most output is. most of the output going this way, and then put the UV filter on, yeah, we get blue. It's like a true blue. Now that is interesting. And then this way, you get the red going that way. So, that is interesting. This way the same way, red's going that way. And this way, the red's going that way now. So if I do this, put this UV filter on. See? Now that right there is like a yellowish color. Let's see, is this a pass? Oh, is this a pass? I'm trying to find my pass lenses. There's that one. So that one, let's see. That's blue light pass. I need my blue light blocked right here. That completely blocks blue light. Which means that if I put it into the beam right here, block all the blue light, and we'll have our red back. So I don't think these are fluorescing, yeah. That one fluoresces, so that's blue light, but those over there don't fluoresce. So, pretty interesting. So I guess it's a multi-mode or multi-output laser. I really didn't expect that, because this actually came out of a Blu-ray rewritable drive, I believe, so you'd expect it would be very precise on the wavelength. Well, I guess I need to buy a spectrometer soon. Let's see. Let's see what the red one has to offer. So the red one, I don't have a red blocking lens. This lets red right through. This, however, blocks red light, as you can see. No red light makes it through at all, but there's still a faint color. Let's see. Faint coloration. Weird without it. Yeah. So I do wonder if I do that. Yeah. I'll let that pass. What color will be on there now? Seems like there's no extra output. There is a little bit of an output over there. But it doesn't seem like it's any odd colors. It's all same as like wavelength. So, it makes me wonder. It does make me wonder. I found a nice lens right there, so let's see if I can look at UV. Let that pass through there. And then use a lens. See if we can focus that beam a little bit. There we go. So it is focusable. Well, that does pretty much nothing. Still does have a tinge of blue, I can see. But for the most part, it's red. This shouldn't be outputting red. And as I just showed a second ago, with this set here, it still outputs red light. I'll show you again. If I put these two lenses together to block the blue and block the UV, now these don't color the beams at all. I mean, they're just lenses, dichromatic mirrors. So I shouldn't be able to see red light go through this. It's very hard to see, but there actually is red. I can see it. but this lets a lot of blue in, so I needed mirrors to deflect all the blue away. So it's pretty interesting though. But I guess this is a bonus video for me just taking apart the projector, and just playing around with all the lenses. So, but hope you enjoyed this extra video.